this is a checklist at the end of the third day, what you're supposed to accomplish normally. I would recommend at least level 27, but I got to level 29. And I also recommend getting to chapter 9, the end of chapter 9, at this stage. It should be quite easy to do it. Now, besides this chapter 9, let's see the hyperlink charter. So here I got 57 missions, Hardcore is in progress, and upgrading this time Lian to 6-star is in progress. I'll be able to reset her sooner or later, most likely. So this is the first one. The Animus Fate is kind of straightforward. Once again, Holo Affinity Heart 3 or above 10 times. It's gonna happen, it's in progress, I just haven't had time to do so. Maybe I buy my 10th and last energy and just deploy Lian and do it. I mean, I could do this. So Holo Affinity Heart 3 or above. Holo is green. What does this mean? I could essentially go here, get my last stability refill, Holo, and this is still locked, or is it? No, it's actually not locked. So I could go here, reason 10, and just do a battle. I wasn't planning to do much, but I mean, why not? Then once we get done with this battle, I think it's supposed to be easy. Let's see what kind of team we will need. So this is green, and red beats green, so we have an easy time with Lian especially. And if we have any blue units, for example Tsukiyomi, maybe I will change this to Valerian. Doesn't matter at this. Tsukiyomi is quite good, by the way, as well, and her effects on the rest of the team are not to be discarded. But Valerian has been built, she has one dupe already, and quite a lot of purple lattices. So the team itself is quite strong, and if I'm not gonna make it, which is a possibility, then at least I know that I should farm the previous ones. Because their shield is kind of tough at this stage. They're getting a bit too much shield. Now, Freya acts as a healer, more or less. Even though it's not healing that she's providing. So that's why I didn't bring Sanya either. Because Plume and Freya will do the trick. And if it's like a long-lasting battle, I might bring Sanya. Especially if my units start dying. Alright. So when the battle itself is kind of long, you know, this is when it's better to go to sleep and just finish the day. And I think it's quite easily doable. 10 stability. The next one is doable as well, but I will just do the grinding here. And tomorrow I'll optimize. I mean, I could do it now, I could do it tomorrow. I would rather do it tomorrow. And I'll just do the 8 battles. This is suboptimal, but I didn't plan doing much today. And it's at least we're gonna make progress in the hyperlink charter. And we're gonna use the extra level ups. Okay, same team. It worked once. So the checklist. Reason could move ahead. Yeah, reason 6, this is kind of low. So I was neglecting some of these. I wasn't farming reason at all. Odd is at 9, could move ahead as well. or it was on 8, now it's on 9. So you see that I was lagging behind a bit. What I was farming specifically is a bit of disorder, not much, just a bit, and quite a lot of constant on level 9. But now level 10 is available. It started getting available on level 28. So if you want to farm these, then you need to get to level 28. I did something else around level 28. So module modification, outstanding or better Bramble modules, 4 of them, it will come with time. As soon as I clear Doki Doki Nightmare 2 and Teromaton and Aurora Nightmare 2, everything is gonna be outstanding. Now, or at least most of them. Shell development. Any unique shell carries 2 purple tier passive effects. I've been stuck here because I didn't optimize shells. And hardcore rule 10 times, it's super easy because 7 is already there. And arena, I recommend playing more arena than what's absolutely necessary. Both live arena and regular arena. Because when it comes to Etheria, the regular arena, the issue is that in the shop you have a perfect lattice. I've already bought it. The only way to buy it is if you play more than what you're supposed to play, and then you're gonna get the prototypes. Maybe reconfig chips are gonna get scarce later. Maybe micro lattice if you prefer building any R units, hint twice, and maybe anima prototypes. There are a lot of things, even shadow prints. So you need this currency, but if you start on a Thursday, which most of us did, then the shop refreshes on Sunday, at the end of Sunday. So this means that you need to get the games in 4 days, what you would normally get in 7 days. And well, Summit Arena, I went for Apex prototypes for now because of Plume, the banner, but my normal choice is Perfect Lattice. So I'll still need to continue grinding it. Now, regarding Perfect Arena or Summit Arena, I think there is a possibility to get more currency via the Summit Pass. I'm on level 5 right now, and level 7 gives me 200, level 11 gives me another 200, and level 17 gives me another 200. It's kind of a long shot, so it takes a while until you get all of these. So it's not worth it just for the sake of the currency. So arena, do it, do more than what is absolutely necessary. Regarding these regular achievements, they are not that important, not as important as a hyperlink charter in terms of resources. Now, regarding the regular challenges, Green Pursuit, make as much progress as possible, obviously. And I think Whitney Nightmare is where I left off, because hard was only 1 star, maybe a different team would be in order. And then comes Nikon, Anna, Sharon and so on, and Shadow Flame Hoya, and that would be ideal. By the end of the week I'm expecting to get this. Threshold, I just went into Nightmare territory with Teromaton Nightmare 2 with Doki Doki Nightmare 1. This is like the minimum that I would recommend, like wander into Nightmare at this stage. And I haven't made use of the modules that I got, so it will be time quite soon. And one more thing is the Ember track, which unlocks around level 25. Do the Ember track as much as possible. I left on chapter 10, but I will make progress. Hint, 18 gives you a prototype. And there is a perfect lattice at the end that I'm not expecting at this stage because it's kind of RNG dependent and super hard with a new account. But it's doable sooner or later. And the reset is gonna happen in a few days, in 3 days and 6 hours, so it's recommended that we do it. Ethernet Rally is a long shot, I don't think I'm gonna get it anytime soon. So these are the things that are worth doing. And then one more thing about the Animus modules and shells. So I went for Onslaught 12 because these were the widely available modules, but obviously there are better modules later. So Lian will get a full revamp in terms of modules. This is my first ever outstanding module in here, but obviously I would need mythical red modules at the end. This will do the trick, at least for now. Now Valerian has a problem with these two purple modules. And this is why some of the checks are not working anymore that well. So I would love to get some better modules, but as you can see, I'm not getting anything better because I need HP everywhere, or at least 2 HP and 1 defense. And whenever I got this unbreakable module that I currently got, it's gonna change as well, by the way. So unbreakable is just not providing anything useful, any useful stats. But hey, sooner or later we're gonna get these outstanding ones, more and more. And I also have Harvest already, that could not be a bad, it's actually not the worst choice. Now critical damage, Swift Rush critical damage with accuracy. The problem is that whenever you have critical damage, accuracy doesn't help much, HP does, well, they help, both of them help a bit, but they don't help that much, because you need attack type substats like critical attack and critical rate, especially. So this is a bit of a mixed type of module, but sooner or later we will find someone. So HP, accuracy, HP, this is not the best, but okay. And here HP, HP and HP. So all of them are HP. And unfortunately a critical is not gonna work. But now we got a critical damage. Onslaught critical damage. This means that we could get to like here. And I think Liam would use a critical damage module more than an attack one. So this is a big upgrade. Except when we start leveling up the flat one, but this time we got attack bonus. Too bad that the 4 speed, I mean, we can wave goodbye to the 4 speed at least for now. I'll go to level 12 at least. With 6% attack bonus, 43 critical damage, we're gonna place this in. So this is a slightly better choice. And then just look for anything. If there was like one issue with the game, is that these purple unique and magenta outstanding modules are very easy to mix. But fortunately we won't have this problem for very long. I didn't understand this for a while, but now I do. So outstanding modules are coming. Here we have 2 Swift Rush and 1 of these. All of them have HP as the main stat, and then let's see, we have 6 speed, so we need to roll for speed. There you go, we got the speed. Tough luck. Got critical rate, critical damage, that's amazing. I'll roll for 12. Okay, critical damage. I would prefer critical rate. Anyway, I roll for 15. And even though we're taking a speed hit for the second time in a row, this is still temporary and I would prefer this module, evidently. Now, the next one is defense, onslaught defense. This is onslaught, also defense. 6 speed, it's gonna be a long shot. We'll go to at least 5. There you go, we roll the speed. 8, 9, we got the defense bonus, well, not the best, but what can I do? And 12, we got the triple speed, amazing. So given that one was on level 15, I will move this to level 15, I will get some Etheria coins sooner or later anyway by selling some of the unused modules, so I'm not worrying at the moment. So we have a better Lian at this stage. A significantly better Lian that will be able to clear more And we also got some extra speed, so we lost 4 speed, we got back 2, so it's also okay. So that's what we need to do, and now it's Swift Rush time, basically. And hopefully I will have time to get to level 9, or have the currency to get to level 9, and I'll need some Swift Rush. There you go. Anything with speed. This was just an attempt, it's a failed attempt. And with just one substat, I mean, I won't even try at this stage. We have an increased selection as well. And let's see Plume. So Plume has 13 Swift Rush and 4 Wellspring at the moment. Now, Wellspring is a temporary solution. As soon as I change the shell, it's gonna be easier. Anything purple. And then we'll see, this is still Swift Rush. So on the right we have critical damage, critical rate and speed. Not ideal, but speed is there. So we would prefer speed. Given there is just one substat, I could get into just the number 3. I'm not interested any further. And here we have defense and accuracy. If we ever had an accuracy type of magenta, so HP and critical damage. By the way, this one we can indicate that we're gonna trash, because flat HP, no one is interested in that. Critical damage is quite interesting, but not for Plume. So Plume can wait. But you know, accuracy. So we need an accuracy type of purple. So just the level 1s, I'm not filtering yet. Accuracy. And I think we're not farming it that much because it's just golden. So we need the purple ones, obviously. Sanya has outdated tech. I'm not using her at the moment. I don't even... This is just some leftover. I could upgrade it, but frankly I don't mind. So what I'm concentrating on is the star upgrade. Right now I cannot craft, and I have 3 5-star shadow prints out of 5. It's gonna come. So I rather add some depth or breadth with the fully 5-star team, and then I'll start 6-starring them. Lian first because I'm gonna reset her most likely. Okay, in the meantime we got this. And we'll be able to use the remaining 2 stability on something that is useful for the hyperlink charter. There you go, we got an extra Lian, didn't we? Oh, and we got a perfect lattice. That's amazing. That speeds things up big time. So Lian gives an epic shell. Lian's skill 2 times. Animus training. And Nightmare 1 Teromaton. We're done with that already. So we got a Lian duplicate. And unfortunately the skill upgrade, I mean, for that we will need to farm red ones. Not just on level 2. So we'll need to make progress in here. But you know what? I can use a supply pack. At least for now. Okay, it's a bit too much. And this one I'm not committing. For now. Now, given that we got a duplicate for Lian, it's not a bad thing to do. But wait, any of Lian's skill 2 times. It's always a riddle, like what they mean. Do they mean the perfect lattice? I think they mean the perfect lattice because that's a skill level up, right? most likely is the perfect lattice thing. I've placed one in there, and maybe we're gonna get the extra speed like this in the skill 3, and then I'll decide if I reset her or not. I'm not planning to reset anyone else, but Lian may be reset, because, well, her damage is just not gonna scale in the long run. So these are the riddles. This is what's going on chapter 9. Chapter 10 is gonna be interesting because of the final fights, but it should be doable. By the time I get to the end of chapter 10, I'm gonna have a 6-star already. And one more thing I could check is the shop. Obviously I'm free to play, so it's not the paid offers, but rather the free stuff. I already purchased everything that is at a discount. Let's see the essence shop. A good question if I need this or not. I focused so far on pulling. And then, well, I will need a better union. But in here, at least the shadow prints are interesting, and then the prototypes. If I had a better union, maybe I would have gotten a bit more of this currency, and I would have gotten the shadow print already. So that's where we stand right now. Regular arena, this thing, and summon arena. I mean, at this stage, the best thing that you need is perfect lattice shards. As many as you can buy. This doesn't matter. I mean, customization items, I cannot win matches with customization, so no thank you. And one thing that you can check is the fragments. Right now I have 34 fragments with all the minigames and everything. And this means I just need 16, which means like some extra currency is needed. I think I'm gonna get it by Monday. So that's how you level up a basic account. And I still haven't found the selector, or I still haven't used the selector. There is still the selector in the inventory. Where is the inventory? Here it is. Anima. Consumables. Yeah, it's a consumable. This one. Special data contrast containing one of these. I have a problem. So everyone says pick Lily. But if I reset Lian, who is gonna be my damage dealer? I don't have Lilium. And even if I had Lilium, it would be a bit difficult to use enough perfect lattices on her, but she's good. I don't have Messiah, or anyone else for that matter from this patch. So maybe picking Lily is a long shot. And I won't be able to use Lily that much because everyone will ban her anyway. So given that everyone most likely bans Lily, why should I get Lily at all? In PvE I'm making good progress. And I'll be able to clear everything, and if it takes more time, not a problem, it runs in the background. Etheria is not as possessive with your device, your phone, or with your computer as RAID, that it has to run the client, keep on running the client, just to administrate the auto battles. Etheria can even quit. So you can quit the client and the auto battles are still going on, and when you log back in, the administration finishes. This is amazing. RAID is horrible in this sense. So given that this is possible, I think that at this stage the best thing to do is maybe consider alternatives and not decide on going for Lily. As long as I have to develop other animuses, especially Lian for the first week, and then I may reset her, I'm not in a rush to pick Lily at all. And with that, this was the 3rd day update. Write it in the comments if you think that you would do something differently. Also let me know who you would pick. Would you pick Lily? Would you pick Messiah? Would you pick Lilium? See you in the next video.